So what is up mga kapitan? So for today's video, I will teach you on how to be a professional baker and explain to you the 4 cardinal rules in baking. But first, let me change my outfit. Let's go! So let us first differentiate what is a baker. A baker is a person who makes bread and cakes and sometimes sells a bread made of flour by using an oven. Pandesal is an example of what the baker sells. So here are some basic characteristics that a person needs to be a successful baker. So first, a baker needs to be organized. Having your baking station prepared with everything you will need, including the baking tools and pre-measured ingredients, is necessary. In the industry, we call this mise en place. A baker should not be messy to avoid confusing and pressure in time. Being organized can benefit your time management. Next, a baker should have an active communication with his or her co-baker. Having a clear manner of communication to keep pace with your tasks is extremely important. Example, you ask a favor to your co-baker to help you knead a big dough because you are running out of time. That is an example of an active communication, and that favor benefited your time management. So next, a baker should be curious and creative. Most of the bakers are curious. If they can't handle their curiosity, they will experiment and make different combinations in their recipe. If the results of their experiments failed, they will consider it as a learning experience. And lastly, a baker should have patience and dedication when it comes to baking. Patience serves a great character of an individual to achieve or be successful at something. For example, the desired time of the food to be cooked in an oven is 20 minutes. The baker should not rush or be early on taking out the food in the oven. Also, a baker must put his or her dedication in baking. He or she must cherish everything he or she does. So let us move to the 4 cardinal rules in baking. The 4 cardinal rules are ratio, sequence, time, and temperature. These rules should apply by a baker in a workplace. If a baker failed to apply one of these rules, there might be a chance to ruin the recipe. So let's start with the first one. So first is the ratio. Ratio is the measurement of every ingredient in baking. The amount of the measurement should be exact to avoid mistakes in flavor, texture, and etc. Example, the basic cake is composed of flour, sugar, butter, and eggs. So the ratio of the basic cake is 1:1:1:1. Second is sequence. Sequence is the systematic procedures in baking. Procedures should be followed in an interrelated steps manner. Example, the first step in making a basic cake is to prepare the ingredients. Second is to whisk the dry mix, and so on and so forth. Third is time. In baking, we apply the saying time is gold. A baker should maximize his or her time in everything that he or she does. A baker should have time management. Also, when using an oven or any equipment that has a timer, the designated time should be exact. Example, when we preheat an oven, the preheat time should be 15 minutes. And the fourth one is temperature. The desired temperature of the food when putting it in the oven should be meted to avoid overcooking it. Also, to prevent unnecessary hazards like burning of food when it exceeds to its desired temperature. So that's it for today's video. I hope you learned something from me mga kapitan. Have a nice day to all of you. Peace out.